Howdy y'all, GamerBeardly here. Thanks for dropping in. I hope you're enjoying your weekend before Christmas. And a little early Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to you. I'm first off going to apologize that it has been quite a while since my last video. Life has been busy, what with my graduate work and my wife and 3 children and trying to find a job and moving. We're better off overall, but life is still very, very busy. Now, to what we're actually here for. We're back with more Warframe. So, the War Within was rather disappointing and a letdown. There was some interesting things that just weren't fully realized, and some new lore, but there wasn't any real exciting gameplay to be had. Hopefully, what they continue off of this new Glast Gambit update we just had will improve upon that. One thing they did bring out is a new Warframe, Nidus, an Infested Warframe, and we're gonna find out in just a moment why he is important. So of course, many months ago now, I did a video on the Infested door. So first off, we're gonna go down here. There's still nothing new over here, no sounds, nothing. This door does not open. Over here, I still have the vessel from the Inaros quest on this door, and I walk up. Nothing happens, but we do still get those creepy infested sounds on the other side of this door. If you just walk up to this door with any normal frame, nothing has changed. However, I have acquired Nidus. And we're going to take a quick look at his abilities. He's got Virulence, Larva, Parasitic Link, and Ravenous, and Virulence builds up stacks of Mutation, which are then used to power his 3 and 4, and 4 actually adds to his mutation as well, and these stacks of mutation also affect his passive, which, if he has at least 10 stacks of mutation, he can basically revive when he's killed. He's pretty amazing in that sense. But more importantly, see, this is what he looks like normally. Now, I haven't taken him to non-infested missions, so I'm not sure how this works, but this is what he looks like normally. Once he gets close to infestation, his appendages pop out. And the door opens. And forgive that vessel is just floating in place. And as you enter this room, you are accosted by this presence who is titled by the subtitles as Helminth. Now, when you first enter this room, there is an option to sit in this chair, and unfortunately I was not recording, so I did not capture that footage. I have it on my stream if you want to watch it for the next 2 weeks as of yesterday, but I'm not going to try to recover that footage. I'm hoping someone else will have caught it. Someone else probably will have. But you sit in this chair and you are impaled by this claw right here, the rightmost one in this 3-pronged tip up here in your neck. Right about there. But nothing else happens. Doesn't hurt you, doesn't do anything else. He pricks you, and then you get up and walk away. But from that point, you can't interact with this thing anymore. And there is nothing else in this room that you can interact with thus far. There is a cryo chamber or bio bed or something back here that isn't ever explained thus far, and you can't interact with it. There is what appears to be some sort of plant life in here, and there is also obviously the infestation all over the place. There is also this giant fish down here, along with 2 smaller fish. This giant fish has what other people have described as holes on its sides, but given that they appear to be symmetrical, I'm not sure if those are natural for whatever this creature is, or if they are some sort of wound or injury. We'll have to look into that later. My initial thought when I came in here was that perhaps that is Helminth, the presence who speaks to you. However, it's more likely that unless that fish is actually infested, which is possible given this room, that it's more likely that it's somehow in the infestation itself. There is a presence. The presence continually says that it is weak, and it wants us to feed it. It says it has only regained its voice. So on that account, I find it doubtful, though possible, that this is Helminth down there. We'll look into that possibility later as things continue. Back to this room, as you enter, this presence has many different voice dialogues. We germinate for the master, within the master, which is creepy if you really stop to think about it. Apparently this thing is breeding inside of us. Yeah. So another thing from the War Within, there was a rather important lore revelation, something we already knew from Second Dream provided the lore revelation. War Within sort of expanded upon us. So now, Space Child is no longer stuck in the chair. Spoiler alert. I'm kind of done trying to hide things, but yeah. You can get out of your chair now and run around. And since Nidus is helpfully holding the door open, I can walk in here. And he has new dialogue just for Space Child. This demon walks the shadow's edge, which, of course, is actually a reference to my alignment. Since I am neutral, but apparently slightly dark, because what I thought was the neutral choice for the Glast Gambit is apparently a dark choice. I'm not so sure what happened with that, but yeah. But this presence in here is apparently terrified of Space Child. We fear nothing but the Void Demon. It doesn't like us. And yet, for whatever reason, it serves us. But yes, the demon is awake. How? It is very surprised that we are out of our chair. Which is interesting. I'm very curious. But yes, Master, only my voice has returned. So, I don't think it's the fish, but it's possible. Like I said, we'll look into that more as time progresses. Now, unfortunately, I have only taken Nidus on that single infested salvage mission, so I haven't taken him on missions where there is an infestation present. So I'm gonna have to look and see whether these appendages pop out on normal missions. But I will be doing a separate video on Nidus, and I will address that in that video. For now, though, that is what is behind the infested orbiter door. Some interesting revelations, some questions to be answered. This Helminth is weak, and he repeatedly asks us to feed him. But what do we feed him? What happens when we feed him? Who is this Helminth, and what do they want? And why are they on our ship, on our orbiter? Why is it that this infestation has suddenly grown out of the room? And why is it that we are suddenly, through Nidus, able to gain access to this room? For what purpose? These are all questions that are unanswered, and I am hoping that in the next few weeks, hopefully not too long, we will have at least the beginnings of some answers to these questions. For now, though, we'll have to deal with some mystery because DE hasn't given us answers yet. That will require more updates and more content, which I hope is right around the corner. Until then, again, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Enjoy your holidays, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Until then, y'all have fun now. Bye!